Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
I am Felipe Borges. A lot of people know me as Phil or Ten's Finest.
Okay, let's have a stroll, Phil.
Sure.
So we're in your home park at the moment. Do you want to give us an introduction to where we are?
Yeah, this is Astoria Heights Playground, known by the government or by the locals IS-10 because of the big old school over there.
So what were those first games on Ten's Finest?
They were all games right here at the handball courts. It was just like me and my friends. So that's really where the name comes from, because originally it was just going to be like Ten's Finest, the best players at IS-10. And it has since evolved into the greater handball community. I've been to a couple places in the world, and it's bigger than I imagined it would have been when I started, so that's really cool.
So when did you start to have some success with Ten's Finest?
Yeah, so when I started, it was really just me and my friends. The real like breakout moment for Ten's Finest was when I did the Battle of the Gladiators final, which is to this day my second favorite game ever. That was Stavo and Miggs in the final. Dap it up, baby! I got home from that tournament and I got straight to work on editing that video. I edited it until about 6 in the morning, and when I put it up, I knocked out. And then when I woke back up, I woke up to like a couple hundred new subscribers, and everybody was talking about like, who is this guy? Like, this is the best handball video I've ever seen. And I kind of felt like a little bit of a vigilante because nobody knew who I was.
Okay, and for you were saying the other day to me that Ten's Finest is more than just media. So, like, what's your personal passion? Where do you want to see the sport go? Like, how do you want to mold it? Like, what influence can you have?
I mean, I think that the overarching dream of all, like what would be the coolest possible outcome, would be for handball to be able to provide livings to people just because they love it, you know? Like, my biggest dream of all is to work doing what I love, and I love handball, and I love doing Ten's Finest. So, you know, I still have another job, but hopefully soon I'll be able to do this full time, and it'll be generating enough money that other people can do handball full time. Like, that is the biggest dream of all. I think that the sport has the same, if not greater, potential than any of the other sports that are out right now, you know, like tennis or baseball, basketball, whatever, you name it.
Yeah.
So that's the big dream.
Are there any frustrations you have running Ten's Finest?
You know what the first thing that came to my mind is? People playing music at tournaments. Copyright, it sucks, you know, like you work so hard, you put hours into editing a video, or even, you know, hours into a live stream. Like, I've had 9-hour live streams where 30 seconds of music gets picked up from a car driving by the park, and the copyright holders, you know, they issue a claim, and it's like, that just sucks. So what do I think that the US could learn from the other places in the world playing handball? First is the respect and the courtesy that's given to referees. I think that that's a big issue that we have here, and that's like an answer that a lot of people will give, is that, you know, when players disagree with the ref, it's a lot of crying, it's a lot of complaining, it's a lot of change the ref is a sentence that you hear, or saying that you hear a lot in the handball world. And you don't really see that, at least in my 2 experiences on the Euro 1 World Tour. Like, I saw 8-year-old children reffing games and doing the job right and well, you know, and I can only imagine what 2 top A players disagreeing on a blocks, arguing with a 9-year-old would look like. You know, that it's funny to imagine. What do I think that other places in the world could learn from the US in handball? Public courts. I mean, like, look right behind me. We got 6 people on this side and probably 2 or 3 dozen on the other, and they're playing absolutely for free. Like, it's weird to me that, you know, urban recreation isn't the #1 thing for people, because people just need a place to spend their time, I think. And for me, and at least a lot of the people I know, handball is one of the best ways to do that. You know, you just leave your house, you come to the park, and then here you are. you instantly see 30 people you know, you have a good time, you're doing a healthy, productive activity. It keeps people off the streets. I think it's a great thing. So in New York, in Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx at least, about every 5-6 blocks you go in any direction, you'll find a park with handball courts or basketball courts. There's basketball courts behind, or tennis courts, some sort of recreation. I think that New York City is the best example, at least that I've seen in the world, of that, and I think that other places in the world should follow suit.
Where do you think handball's going to go over the next 5 years?
5 years?
I'm going to say realistically.
Realistically, 5 years? Hopefully, vague answer, a lot further than it is now. You know, maybe a couple 100,000 people are watching at least, hopefully playing, because it's one of the most beautiful things about handball is that it's easy to learn, difficult to master, and that's what makes it fun. So, you know, anyone can jump in and have a good time. So in 5 years, hopefully more people playing, a lot more people watching.
Okay, if someone was going to go to Ten's Finest and they haven't already subscribed, what is the video to watch?
My favorite game of all was at this park right here. It was the 2021 Impact Pro US Open, the $10,000 tournament. It was the finals, Wally versus Tavo. That game, every other rally, there's music playing right now, you're gonna get a copyright strike. Every other rally, I'm not kidding. There's a rally in that game where Tavo hits like a no-look walk-away backhand like this, and someone behind the fence takes their hat and just throws it on the ground like that. And that perfectly encapsulates like that game. Every rally is incredible, every shot is incredible. Wally put on a performance, you know, and I often use his game as an example when people are like, you know, in their 30s and they're like, oh, I'm too old to play handball. I'm like, Wally is 40 plus and he's in the finals of the US Open. Were you here for that?
No. I wasn't here for that, but I watched it.
Yeah, great game.
And just while we're here in IS10, which is the court where you recorded your first ever video? Do you remember?
First public video? Because I did some tests, but the first public video was on the middle court of the good side. So we have two sides here. We have what we call the good side and what everyone else calls the good side, but we call the bad side. And the reason for that is the sun. Like you can see the sun is to the right here, and it's behind your back when you're playing on this side, but it's in your eyes when you're playing on this side. It's a terrible video. It was edited horribly. I had no experience, practice editing, nothing. But I'll take this opportunity to let that be an example for other people. If you want to get into anything that's at all creative, just do it. Don't wait, don't say you need to practice. Start, it'll be sucky at first, but you'll get better. A handball is $1. You can get it at almost any corner store. If you want the real good balls, you get the pen balls. But sky bounces are in every corner store. Bring your friends, and it's fun. Even if both of you have literally never hit a handball before, you're gonna have a good time.
Okay.
So yeah.
Cool. Final question. How do you describe the sport in one word?
I'm thinking about this one a lot. I think the best word is fun. You know, and not just the game itself. Like Jay and Carlos were touching on this during the Golden Ticket. It's about the friendships, you know, and the community and all those other things that come along with it. Like it's not just the game that's fun. It's the people you meet playing it. It's, you know, the fact that I was able to meet you and Carlos and Jay and all those other incredible people and travel the world. You know, I had never been to Europe before, and both times I've been, it was because of handball. So for more than just the game itself, but also the game, I think fun is the best word to describe handball.
Cool. Phil, thanks very much.
Thank you. It's I feel honored that you would ask me to do an interview. It's really cool. Thank you so much.